If the government says, you know, do all of these things, do it. But the entire Bible is the opposite of that.
Well, once again, they stand under the false interpretation of Romans 13, and they say, oh, you got to submit to the governing authorities. In fact, there's a gentleman I'd introduce you to by the name of Marshall Foster. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he's world-renowned. He's a great scholar and constitutionalist, and he understands why it's so important for Christians, the church in particular. And like me, he blames everything that's going on in the world today on the church. If the Christian would rise up and stand up for what's good and what's true and what's right, we wouldn't have all these issues today. We would demand accountability. We'd demand transparency. We would ask questions, demand answers, and we would hold our politicians accountable. But like sheep to the slaughter, man, they're just led. They just follow, and they don't ever question what that pastor says. You know why? Because they don't ever read the Bible themselves. If they take the time and pursue the truth would set them free. But they don't. Well,
I just want to add that the groups promoting the atheist, there are a lot of atheists who are legitimately atheists or agnostics, but every time I study the groups that fund and run the atheist, they're not atheists, they're occultist. And I guess if they can't get people to be occultist, they will just get them to become atheist, and then atheists almost always become supporters of eugenics and abortion, and humans are just blobs, and humans don't have any great destiny, and humans are a parasite. And you just can't ignore the fruits of these people.
Well, that's what's so dangerous about those who fight the New World Order and yet don't submit or believe in God. The day will come when they'll realize there is a God, and unfortunately, they were on the wrong side. So they may fight the New World Order until the day they die, but in the end, unless they repent and trust Christ, man, they're going to end up in hell, unfortunately, sadly, right alongside those that they were fighting against.
Our country, our world's becoming hell. Everywhere the globalists take over, we have hell on earth.
Finally in the news this evening, it's being reported that cyber spies from Russia and China have now penetrated our power grid. Even as energy experts are reporting that each summer we get closer and closer to the limits of our nation's power grid, some say that this summer's demand for electrical power may finally push the grid over its edge, creating a cascade of power outages across the country, putting us all in the dark.
Are you prepared for the next round of storm-related outages or government-created blackouts? Have you ever thought about taking steps to get off the grid and generate your own private supply of electrical power? If so, this will be the most important information you have ever heard. Solar-powered generators are finally available. They have no moving parts to wear out or break and require absolutely no gas whatsoever. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Check out mysolarbackup.com before you lose your power.
Darrel Rundus built youdonews.com. He's going to give it to Free Speech Systems, my corporation. And the next few weeks, we'll be taking control of it. I appreciate the gift. It's also a responsibility. I'm kind of like, oh, Darrel, thank you. But it is a really nice site, and I want to thank Darrel, because you just go sign up. It's got a free sign up, free membership.
Yeah, I want people to understand this is different than YouTube in that, one, it's not just video, it's audio, it's images, and blogs as well. And so you could write a blog every day if you want, then import a video that pertains to your blog and put it right there in your blog. So it's kind of nice. But also there's two types of members. There's regular members who just want to view videos, make comments, and rate videos and things like that. And then there's reporters. And reporters have the ability to upload media. So if when you go to sign up, look closely. There's two different types of memberships. One will just be member. You won't be able to upload any media if you're a member, okay? But if you click reporter and register as a reporter, then you'll be able to upload media. And we did that on purpose because we want this to truly be an independent press of the people, by the people, and certainly for the people.
Well, that's exciting. And so I know that you had a family illness. That's why you're not here today. But we need to get you down here next week. I need to have my IT guys look at this and maybe just keep using the platform you're using, the servers you're using, but try to beef it up, because as soon as I start posting videos on it, well, you've already had, you said 45,000 views. when you launched it a month ago, and you haven't even really been promoting it. And it looks great. The site works really well. This is really exciting. udonews.com. And I don't think people should stop uploading to YouTube. That's where the big crowds are. But then Doppelgang. Come over.
Do both. Do
exactly.
both.
Come over here and have a place. So you've got an archive of your material if YouTube erases your account, which they do to patriots and anti-globalists and Christians and others. And then as the site gets bigger and bigger, but absolutely, Darrel, it's got blogs, everything. You really put a lot of time and energy into this. It is a first-rate site. Everything I've been wanting to do and have been too busy to. So, yes, we will do a great job for you. And I'll have you talk to my IT guy when you leave us here in about 8-9 minutes from now.
Hey, and I just want to encourage people real quick, Alex, too, that, something you and I have talked about before, and we both just get so busy with so many other things, with wives and kids and businesses and, so on. Please, folks, do what Alex and I know needs to be done. Record the news from Fox and CNBC and CNN and so on, and then do commentary. You have the right under the Fair Use Act to take and then make commentary on them. I would call it TV news review or just news review. But
yes, that is actually what I'm intending to do. We are finally getting our permits 3 months later from the city of Austin in the new area we leased 4 months ago. All of that's going on, and that's what and it's total fair use. For folks that don't know, that's how CNN and Fox play clips of each other's stuff. If you're showing something and commentating on it, total fair use. It makes for a riveting show, and it doesn't have to be high tech. Play a clip of it with a TV beside you, make comments on the lies or propaganda, post it, and do it at udonews.com. Absolutely, Darrel. That is just an idea I've had for many years. You simultaneously, of course, brought the same idea to me. Our minds think alike. I want to make a whole film analyzing TV lies. That's something I plan to do in the future.
Man, I would love to do that. I would love to take the History Channel, which is filled with lies. I mean, take their latest review of 9/11 and all the stupid stuff they did. I mean, come on. Put one single small little I-beam above a raging fire and, see, it melted. I mean, it was obvious that they set that up as a hit piece. And,
hey, Darrel, we're going to come back and do 5 more minutes. When is the other contest going to be announced?
Hey, we'll talk about it when we get back, but because my wife's illness, we actually extended the deadline, and I'll let you know when we come back.
All right, we'll be right back. Yeah, Darrel's wife had to go in the hospital this weekend for surgery, but she's okay now. We'll be right back.